VC, vinyl community, CD community, cassette community. Yes, I cover all those areas. Have I got some stuff to show you? Yeah, been buying quite a lot of CDs because of the charity shops have reopened, as we all know, in the UK, and I picked up a few cassettes as well. And yeah, there's quite a bit here. So let's get started, shall we? I picked up this classic Bob Dylan album. I think this may have been his debut. It's just self-titled Bob Dylan. I picked up a few of his actually recently, and that was one of them I recently picked up. Picked up a lot of 80s CDs, although they're not the originals. They're kind of like the later pressings. A lot of them like digitally remastered pressings. Banjo Ballet, True. It's the 80s one. It's got True on there in gold. This Tina Turner Foreign Affair. Some of these I actually have on vinyl as well. The Waterboys, This Is the Sea, has the hit song The Whole of the Moon. I saw this and I couldn't resist. I have a bit of a weakness for 80s albums, classic albums, and Sky 2. I have this Madonna Like a Prayer. Mel and Kim, FLM. It's got the classic song Respectable on there. I have this Talking Heads, Remain in Light. This is an album I've been after for some time actually on CD. I've never actually come across it in the charity shops, so I had to actually go out and buy this one on eBay. So yeah, normally I get lucky and I come across pretty much things I want in the charity shops, but there's some albums you just never see for some reason. I got this. Well, many of these 90s CDs, this Roy Orbison, King of Hearts. It has the hit songs, Drive All Night, and yeah, I think that's just I Drive All Night, Crying, and Heartbreak Radio. I have this M People Fiasco. Not sure of the hits on this one. Not sure I'm familiar with them, but yeah, I have that album. I also have this Best of M People on cassette, and I have People Elegant Slumming. Oh yes, bit of M People. I have this Queen Made in Heaven. This early 90s Cliff Richards Together. It has the Christmas ones. Well, I think they're all Christmas on here actually. It's a Christmas album. Mistletoe and Wine. And yeah, I think that was the only hit. Mistletoe and Wine. There might have been another one on there. I have Everything But the Girl, Walking Wounded. I picked up an Elton John number, The One. Never seen this before. I have virtually all the Mariah Carey albums, apart from this one. I don't seem to have come across it very often in the charity shops up till quite recently, and that was her debut, and that is Emotions. So yeah, glad to have all of hers now. I have this modern-ish Supergrass album, Road to Ruin. Never seen this before. This came out 2005. I had no idea. I'm not familiar to it whatsoever. I don't know what the hits are on this, but they were a great band back in the 90s, so I brought this one. Brought this Madness I've never seen before. Madness, The Liberty of Norton Folgate. Completely unfamiliar. This I'm completely unfamiliar with. Catatonia, Equally Cursed and Blessed. Never seen this before. I know one of their older albums, which has got can't think of a song now. Mulder and Scully on there, I think, and one or two others. Road Rage was one of the hits, but I've never seen this album before. This is one I've been looking for some time and not seemed to come across it in the shops up till now. The Dandy Warhols, 13 Tales from Urban Bohemia. It's got the great song on here, Bohemian Like You, which featured, I think, on the Vodafone advert years ago. Always liked the song. I have another album from Keane, and I actually quite like this. Actually, I played this in the car quite recently after buying it. I didn't pay £10, I paid 50p, and it's actually pretty good. Maybe not as good as some of their earlier albums, but still enjoyed it nonetheless. And that's Strangeland, yes. I have this Coldplay number, one I never had before, and I'm not familiar with the songs on this. I probably will do if I listen to it. I'm so out of touch with Coldplay now, it's ridiculous. I picked up a bunch of Roxy music on eBay. I think I brought a lot, and with the lot it came with this this free newspaper compilation, which is pretty good actually. It's got the hits of those albums. I have some of those albums on there. I have this one, Stranded. This one, For Your Pleasure, classic album of theirs. It's also a classic album. Yeah, brilliant album. It's got More Than This on there as well. It's a really nice sounding album. If you can pick this one up, sounds brilliant. Highly recommend it. Viva, Roxy Music. Flesh, Blood, this one. And also self-titled Roxy Music. So yeah, I had to pick up those. A couple of REMs. The IRS Years Vintage 1987 document. And also Atomic for the People as well. It's got the classic Everybody Hurts on there. Rolling Stones, I picked up this this cassette single. You Got Me Rocking is on there, and I also picked up Steel Wheels as well, bargain for £1. So yeah, quite a modern issue. This one, you can tell with the just by looking at the case, if you've got those rounded edges, it's quite a modern re-release. So yeah, glad to have that. Not a particularly great album of theirs, but I like picking up anything Rolling Stones. I'm trying to pick up their full discography. There's so many albums. Picked up Gloria Estefan Greatest Hits. I did actually see this in a record shop actually, on vinyl, and it was going for like something like 40 odd quid, more than that maybe. I thought, crikey, that's a lot of money. Sorry, it wasn't a record shop, it was a charity shop. And yeah, £40 for this, a lot. But yeah, I picked the CD version up for £1. So there you go. And also picked up Gloria Estefan, Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, as well. Which yeah, picked this up on cassette. So glad to have that. Quite a few cassettes. A few Simply Red, and that's Life. That came out in the mid-90s. I think it's got Fairground on that one, and also Stars. I'm trying to think. yeah, that's got Stars on there. Something's Got Me Started is on there. Yeah, got that one. I think that's an early 90s one, that one. And also picked up this Simply Red Greatest Hits, something like, I don't know, 20p each these cassettes were, if that. I picked up a couple of James. I'm trying to go for the full James discography on cassette, CD and vinyl. I haven't got anything on CD album wise. I have a compilation, but as for cassettes and vinyl, I do have a few albums. Laid, I have this one, and Strip Mine, I think, was an 80s album of theirs. So yes, I have those two. I have a Michael Bolton Greatest Hits 85 to 95 on cassette. Chicago, Heart Of compilation, Greatest Hits, whatever you want to call it. So, and I have the Wallflowers, Bringing Down the Horse. I did have to look for this one. I went on eBay to track it down. I do have it on CD. I want to get it on vinyl. I'm a bit of a completionist in the way that I enjoy having great albums on all formats. Don't know why I like to do that, but it's my thing. This is a terrific album, Bringing Down the Horse. If you can find this on CD, which you probably can in the charity shops over here in the UK, certainly in the US, you can pick this up. I think they're an American band. The Wallflowers, yeah, really, really, really good album this is. Highly recommend it. Might take a few listens or so, but once you get into it, you want to listen to it all the time. I picked up this 3 CD Frank Sinatra. I like a bit of Frank Sinatra, and yeah, it's sort of a mix, lot really of compilation and albums. I have this Sinatra, Screen Sinatra. It also has Swing Easy, which was an album, and also this comp 20 classic tracks. So yeah, glad to have that. I like picking up albums, classic albums, and that was just a bit of a mixed bag really, for a couple of quid, £2.50 I think. So yeah, very cool. Frank Sinatra is just fantastic. Picked up these compilations for £1 each, and they're about like 2 CD, 3 CD. I thought that's pretty good for £1. This R&B collection, I'm not sure what year this came out, probably around 2008, 2009. Has a DVD as well. Do like a bit of R&B, rather like the slow jams. Ministry of Sound, the annual. This is kind of the time I was kind of listening to club music, those early noughties to about 2010, and then I kind of stopped really. But yeah, those 10 years listening to club music was great. Obviously I was a lot younger then, and clubbing and going abroad and stuff, and yeah, great stuff. For £1, couldn't resist. I also have this, the very best of Frantic Euphoria, 3 CDs mixed by Anne Savage and Andy Whitby. For £1, I thought, why not? I mean, for £1 you can just stick it on in the car or whatever and enjoy it. I have the best of Blue Note. Yeah. Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about Blue Note, and to find a CD with the best of, I thought, well, yeah, why not? Let's go check it out. I'm pretty sure Blue Note is jazz, and yeah, it's got Blue Train, Joe Coltrane on here, and others. Kenny Burrell, Jimmy Smith. So yeah, Art Blakey. So yeah, Herbie Hancock's on here. So yeah, very cool. Be glad to give this a listen at some point. I have this today, brought by my son on Father's Day as a gift to me, which was very kind of him, and that's Back the Way We Came, the best of Noel Gallagher's High Flying Birds. Wasn't even aware that he's released a compilation. I didn't know he had enough hits to make a compilation. But it shows how out of touch I am. So yeah, glad to have this. I do have his High Flying Birds album. I think that's what it's called, High Flying Birds. So yeah, glad to have that as well. I don't think I've got anything on CD. I have this 80s top 10 hits of the 80s on the Music for Pleasure label. So yeah, I love picking up these old school MFP CDs. They sound very good as well, I think. This old 80s compilation, the Love CD, I have this on vinyl. Got some nice hits on here like Spanjo Ballet True. Sometimes a Rager is on here. Leo Sayer, Elton John, Billy Ocean. Just great 80s music. This was a good find, I think. Legend, the best of Bob Marley. Picked this up for like 50p. I thought that was a bargain. This too, the Hits album 10. I love picking up anything sort of 80s like this because it is becoming a bit more scarce, and I think it will start to creep up in value eventually. So yeah, the Hit album's 10 for £2. This oldie Donna Summer collection, couldn't resist getting that cheaply. The New Hits 96. Yeah, I love 90s music, growing up as a kid. Very familiar with some of the tracks on here. Full of nostalgia for me. So yeah, got to finally pick that one up. Been looking for that for some time. I've come across this Iron Maiden single, Man on the Edge. I've always enjoyed this song from the 90s. It was inspired from the Falling Down movie, hence the lyrics in there is falling down, which is quite, you would have thought it would be called Falling Down, but I guess because of copyright, because of the movie and what have you, they called it Man on the Edge. But yeah, glad to pick this up. This is a bit of a rare find in the wild. The best of Eddie Cochran. Picked up another compilation of his. Love a bit of Eddie Cochran. Bananarama, the Greatest Hits collection. Picked that for £1. Chris Rea, On the Beach for £1. Great Jerry Rafferty compilation, and the very best of. Yeah, it's got Baker Street on there, and it's just it's brilliant compilation. Right down the line, I think it's a class. It's a brilliant song. Picked up another Now. That's what I call music. 85. One I didn't have. Slowly crossing them off my list. Steely Dan, the Definitive Collection. Not too familiar with Steely Dan up till recently. Just started to get into their music and really enjoying it actually. So yeah, glad to pick this up. I think it's very, very good. The Very Best of Sting. It's another comp I have of his. Another one of many. I'm a bit of a sucker for buying stuff I already have, but obviously not this particular version, but yeah, rehash, so to speak. And I also have a few soundtracks. I have The Bodyguard on cassette, Whitney Houston, of course, Walt Disney's classic The Jungle Book on CD for £1. Great stuff, what more could you ask for? It's just a fun listen, I have children and what have you. I can play it in the car and they can enjoy it, so why not, eh? Cocktail, classic film soundtrack. It has classic songs on there, 80s and 60s artists. I think the Beach Boys are on here somewhere. Komoko, Great song by the Beach Boys. I think it came out in the 80s. And yeah, glad to have that. And also Austin Powers, The Spy That Me. Yeah, they have some surprisingly good 60s songs on these soundtracks, and I'm glad to have it. Although this particular one, most of it's kind of 90s mixed with 60s, but yeah, great stuff. And that is basically it. A lot of CDs. They've been piling up for quite some time, as I haven't done a CD or cassette video for a little while now. So I'm glad to get that out of the way. Yes, a bit of a mixed bag, very eclectic taste. What can I say? My taste is just, I'm into everything. That's all I can say. I love music, and that's it. I don't have a particular favourite. I just love music, and I mean, yeah, I have some preferred tastes over others. I have some favourite bands, but I can't put my finger on exactly what I love best. I just enjoy music, and I hope you enjoy my video. Till next time, everyone. Bye for now. Take care. See you in my next video.